Hey, welcome to Night Combos.
Welcome back. Hubby's here.
Hey, hubby.
Hey, Lovey.
Aw, hey, y'all. So, some of y'all may have heard people talking about where is Ken. We haven't heard from him, we haven't seen him, anything. Well, we've found Ken, but now, where's GYPSY? We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes, but first, we just wanted to say thank you so much to all of our subscribers.
And our new subscribers.
Yes, thank you so much to all of our new subscribers. Welcome. We are truly so thankful for every single one of you. We love and appreciate all of you. We honestly do. We're so grateful to have all of you as a part of our family and channel. We truly are. And also, thank you so much to the people that have gotten memberships. That means so much to us. We were so excited to see that. So, thank you so much. And if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. And please leave your thoughts and opinions about all of this that we're about to talk about in the comment section down below. And we would truly appreciate it so much. And we'll be conversating with y'all like always. So we talked about this a little bit in our live the other night, asking y'all, where do you think Ken has been, if anywhere, and what is going on? And also now we're wondering where GYPSY is. If y'all remember, Ken done this live after not being on social media or anything like that for a while. He posted a live back around mid-July. So about a month and a half ago, he posted the live where he was sitting in the bedroom when they were in Miami. Him and GYPSY were in the bedroom, and GYPSY was off to the side, and Ken was trying to do a boxing match with Ryan, and told Ryan he could pick the place and he would pay for it and everything, and they would do a real boxing match. And if y'all remember, during that live, GYPSY was in the background making herself known. Then he came back like a few days later and did another live where he was back at home at his house in Metairie, Louisiana. And again, he was doing his own live, but GYPSY was out of the picture, out of the video, off to the side. But she still was talking to him and saying things, making herself known. Well, since those two lives, which again were around mid-July, we haven't seen or heard from Ken. Y'all can see here that we just took this screenshot again just to show y'all the date that we recorded the live of Ken, okay? And that was on Thursday, July 17th. Now, he had done it like a few days before that, but this is when we got a recording of it. Okay, and we literally took this screenshot to show y'all, look, this is when we originally got the recording, which was Thursday, July 17th, around mid-July. And then you can see right up here from our phone, we just took this screenshot just a few minutes ago at 10:24 p.m. Because if you look down here in the bottom right corner of our computer, you can see it's 10:58 p.m. So we just took it like 25 minutes ago. So that just shows you, okay, Ken has not been seen or heard from since around mid-July. That is until 2 days ago on August 26th. Now, these dates are important because we're going to bring up something that we really want y'all's opinions on that we were just wondering about, especially with all the things that have been being said about them and that have been going on. So we had seen that Ken had posted something in his stories over on Instagram 2 days ago on August 26th, and we happened to catch it. And he seemed it, and it's him with his dog Parker. He seems very excited. Ken does. He seems very happy and excited to see Parker and to be with Parker. Which, I mean, I would rather be with Parker than Gypsy too if it were me. Just saying.
Yeah, me too.
But what are y'all's thoughts? Wouldn't y'all rather be with Parker? But y'all take a look at this clip real quick, and then we'll talk.
Parker, do you want to go to the dog park? You want to go to the dog park? Come on. Oh, good boy.
Okay, so again, that was 2 days ago. Now, if you think about it, with everything that's been going on with them, remember Ken done that original live challenging Ryan to a boxing match, and then a few days later, he done another live to, defend himself, saying that he was not skiing in his first live. Now, if y'all notice, Gypsy is not in this video, not even talking in the background. She's not even at the dog park with Ken. And if y'all remember back last year, Gypsy posted a video of her and Ken going to that same exact dog park, and Gypsy was walking around the cement, track that goes around the dog park. Here, let me play that. That way y'all can see the track at the dog park. But she was walking around the track at the dog park because she said she wanted to stay fit during her pregnancy. That cement track that you see people walking around. Gypsy said that she was going on a walk while, Ken was playing with Parker. So that's what she did so that she could stay fit, she said, during her pregnancy. Okay. Well, it's odd that Gypsy didn't make herself known in this video if she was there. Yes, it's very possible that she was there with Ken. Y'all can see that this video was taken around sundown, so, it was beginning to be nightfall, sun was setting. You would think Gypsy would have been with Ken. We all know she's lazy and doesn't like to get off the couch and just wants to stay laying around in the bed or on the couch on social media. But if Ken is doing a video or anything like that, she loves to make herself known. And we all know that. So why didn't she make herself known in this video? Just like she's done in any other video that Ken has posted or any other live that Ken has been a part of. She's always made herself known. Y'all get what I'm saying? We know Gypsy loves to make herself known, even if it's in the background. Just like if y'all remember from Ken's live, when he was defending Gypsy's art.
If that's what you want to call it.
That's exactly. That's true. If that's what you want to call it. But in the second live, when he was defending himself, then saying he wasn't skiing, and defending her art, her hobby, her art craft, whatever you want to call it. But in both of those lives that Ken did, she had to make herself known, saying, I'm just over here being a mom, and singing London Bridge is Falling Down. Oh, is my singing bothering you? Asking Ken that. And then Ken looked right at her going, like he let her know, yeah, it's bothering me. That was from the live he did after the first one when he tried to say he wasn't skiing, that he was simply vaping. it was the second live he did when he was defending himself, saying he wasn't skiing or snowboarding in an avalanche, however you want to put that he was actually vaping, and then he took a hit from his vape to show people, look, I'm vaping in the same room with the baby right next to me, blowing the vape out, like right towards where GYPSY was standing, right where GYPSY was talking, the direction GYPSY was talking from in that live. Either way, we know GYPSY is going to make herself known, but she hasn't posted since her live from the other day when she reactivated her TikTok account long enough for her to do the live that she did that we spoke about. You know, we posted a few clips about it and talked about a few different clips and different things that she had talked about in the live. So before we talk about GYPSY for just a second, to go back to those dates, think about it. Ken has not been seen or heard from since mid-July, at least mid-July, right? Really, it was like right before mid-July, but around mid-July, all the way until now, August 26th. So it's absolutely been 30 days, actually more than 30 days, but it has been 30 days at least since we have heard or seen Ken. Even during GYPSY's live, it looked like she was, I know some of you said it looked like she had a green screen behind her, but, you know, and that's a possibility, but, you know, she was sitting in a completely empty room. Now, the walls look like the same color as the walls in the house that they are leasing, that, you know, is Ken's house or whatever. But it was a completely empty room without the doorknob on the door, which is odd. But it has been 30 days. We're wondering, did Ken possibly go somewhere to get help? And that's what we were talking about a little bit in our live the other night. Did Ken go and get help somewhere with all this going on with CPS and then being accused of doing rugs and other things like that? Having, you know, pew-pews in the house and all of that? Did he go and get help somewhere? And if you think he did, do you think it was voluntary, or do you think he was made to go to like a rehab for 30 days, like a 30-day rehab? Or even possibly a 45-day rehab? Because again, he's been gone since right before the middle of July. And thinking about the whole CPS situation and safety plans, the thing is, you know, do you think that maybe they allowed, this is just us brainstorming, okay, and thinking, just theories, but we want to know what y'all think about it. But say they were made to go get help, for example. Did the CPS worker, the caseworker that they have, say, okay, one of you can go get help, that way the other parent is still back here with Aurora, which can happen, you know, even if they're made to go and get help, that can be a possibility, especially if the caseworker has appointed someone to be over them, like, you know, be there with them at all times. Like, whatever parent went to go get help, the parent that was left behind with baby Aurora, you know, maybe the CPS worker, you know, appointed someone to be with them at all times if they're with baby Aurora, for example. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, hubby?
Yes, ma'am, it does.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that makes sense, because I know a lot of people would say, well, no, they wouldn't say that one person could be left behind if they were made to go and get help, you know, for rugs, if they were made to go to a rehab. That is a possibility. Normally, the caseworker would say, though, if one parent is, you know, able to stay behind while the other goes and gets help, they sometimes would be like, okay, the other parent can stay behind, until this parent has done their 30 days in rehab and has come back, as long as you're with the appointed person anytime you're around your child. I hope that makes sense, but that's just one example of the way things could possibly go. So is Ken going to get help? Has he been gone to get help? Do y'all think it was voluntarily, or not voluntarily? Do y'all think it was voluntary? Sorry, or do y'all think that he was made to go get help? What are y'all's thoughts on it? Because the timelines absolutely add up. And then we don't hear from GYPSY since her live, where she said, she was feeling like she wanted to unalive herself. And then once she got to Texas, all of a sudden it was like a breath of fresh air, and she was all of a sudden all better. No, it doesn't work that way. Also, by the way, we seen a comment by one of you who said that y'all had been having, who said you had been having thoughts like that. Please know that our thoughts and prayers are with you. If you need to email us, please email us. If you're
Yes, please email us. We'll talk to you all you want.
Yes, we will. We absolutely will. And we will get you any type of phone numbers or anything like that that you could reach out to that can try to help you, because we don't wish that on anyone. So we just wanted to put that in there and make that clear. We're absolutely not going to call this person out. They're a wonderful, sweet person. They've always been very sweet. And we just want you to know we're here for you to talk to reach out to. You can email us. Our email is in the description box of every one of our videos. It's all lowercase, nightconvos2018@gmail.com. You can email us. We'll help you get any phone numbers you may need or anything like that. Anything we can possibly do to try to help you get the help that you need. Okay, jumping over here to TikTok to move on to GYPSY Rose Blanchard. We haven't heard from her in about a week, which isn't out of the ordinary because she has been known to wait, a few weeks before she posts again, right before she's about to lose her TikTok for good. She'll post something. She'll come on to post something and then, deactivate it again. It's just a game that she's playing. But we're wondering, because Ken sounded so happy to see Parker, but you don't hear the baby, you don't see the baby, you don't hear GYPSY, you don't see GYPSY in the videos, but he seems very happy to see Parker. And we all know that Ken loves his dog, right? So it's just really odd. So has GYPSY now been made to go off to get help for 30 days? Or has she possibly been 5150'd? Has she been put on a 72-hour psych hold for evaluation? That's also a possibility. These are all things we were thinking of. And then we came across this clip by Lottie, Lati, over on TikTok. She's a good friend. She's a very sweet person. She's a great content creator. If you don't follow her over on TikTok, please go follow her. She's a great content creator. But she found this picture of GYPSY and this woman right here on the screen earlier today and posted it. A lot of people seem to think the same thing we thought as soon as we seen it. It looks like AI. You can tell GYPSY's, wearing her wig. We all know she loves her wigs. She's back to wearing her wigs again. Okay, so you can tell that. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's not AI. It could still be AI. But also, it looks like they could be at a bar or something, because you see like sports TVs up on the wall back here. And also, if you look right between the two, if you look between GYPSY and this woman, you can see like a table or a bar or something like that that's back behind them. So is GYPSY back to going out to the bars again? Did she find out that she likes drinking? We don't know. This was apparently posted on this woman's page earlier today. So do y'all think this is real, or do you think it's AI? Do you think this woman like photoshopped GYPSY into the picture? Do you think she's at a bar? I mean, it's just odd. It looks like there could be something back here. That looks like a man's hat right back there, like right over GYPSY's shoulder. It looks like a man's hat, like sitting at a table, where like they could absolutely be at a bar, because they have these TVs up here. There's one TV, there's another TV, and it absolutely looks like a bar type atmosphere. We're not saying it absolutely is, but it definitely looks like it. But before we end the video, if this really is GYPSY, then okay, we know she's not off getting help somewhere. But what is up with this thing of people fangirling over GYPSY? It's GYPSY Rose Blanchard. GYPSY Rose Alcida Blanchard, to be exact. Seriously. What are people fangirling over GYPSY for? Like, she's not an actress. She's not a singer. She's not a celebrity. She's not famous. She's well known. Her name is well known because she unalived her own mom. But that's about it. I mean, you can't even really call her an author either, because now she's trying to redact her book and say that basically almost the whole thing was all messed up and all screwed up. But she's saying that now because the emails and other FOIAs have come out to prove everything in that book to be a lie, which most of us already knew it was anyway. But what are you fangirling over? She's not a singer. She's not anything. Like, I don't get it. What are you fangirling over GYPSY Rose Blanchard for? I mean, I know that if I came across GYPSY, I darn sure wouldn't, walk up to her and try to get a picture with her. Would you, hubby?
No, heck no. Shoot, I'd run the other way.
Thanks. So you'd leave me behind with the unaliver.
It'd be your choice to run with me.
That's messed up. I'm just gonna say that's messed up. I can't believe hubby would do that to me, y'all. But I mean, seriously, why do people go up to GYPSY for? Like, I don't get it. What are people going up to GYPSY for, asking for a picture? And like this first commenter said on Lottie's post, I thought she wasn't going to take pictures with strangers anymore. It's just weird. I mean, that's just like the people buying her artwork, as a statement piece, as a conversation piece. Like, I wouldn't go spending $160 on one of her quote art pieces, just to have a conversation piece in our home. Like, heck, we don't need a conversation piece like that in our home. And then people laugh about it, and that's crazy. You're forgetting this girl is simply known because she unalived her own mother, not for anything other than that. She unalived her mom for no good reason at all whatsoever. That's it. So it's not cute, it's not funny, it's none of those things. So I don't get it. What are you fangirling over? Even to the guys who are buying her quote art and taking pictures with her. What are you fanboying over? What is it? Please, somebody tell us. What do y'all think? Would y'all spend that kind of money to have a conversation piece in your home? I mean, $100, $160 for this small, square, hair-dried art piece that Gypsy did, I mean, that's a lot of money to a lot of people. I mean, seriously, $100 bucks, $160 is a lot of money to a lot of people. And you're sitting here laughing and I'm talking about that guy from TikTok that we showed y'all in a previous video, laughing about, his wife getting mad at him for purchasing one of her quote art pieces as a conversation piece. She unalived her mom. What are you going to conversate about? Yeah, the girl that unalived her mom, she did that. And people are going to look at you like, oh, okay. And then either leave or change the topic. So, great conversation piece there. I mean, it makes no sense. We don't get it. We don't get what people are fangirling and fanboying over. But what are y'all's thoughts and opinions on all of this and where Ken has been and if Gypsy is really gone somewhere or not? What are y'all's thoughts? Let us know in the comment section down below and we'll be conversating with y'all like always. Again, thank you so much to all of our subscribers and to all of our new subscribers. We are so grateful for every single one of you. We truly are. Thank you so much to the people who have purchased memberships. That means so much to us. It honestly does. We love and appreciate every single one of you so very much. And if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos, all of the things, and we would greatly appreciate it so much. And we'll see y'all in the next one. And we hope y'all have a good night and God bless.
Have a good night and God bless.
Bye.
Bye.